tonight. IMF lists illicit financial flows as worsening Nigeria's revenue challenges. Oyo government renews innovation towards maternal and child mortality reduction. Al-Shafa in Sudan faces humanitarian crisis from 18-month siege. Good evening and thank you for joining us on the news around the world. My name is Afolakemi Akonbi, and at the sign language corner, I have Korede Oluleye. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has decried illicit financial flows out of Nigeria, noting that this was contributing to worsening revenue challenges. IMF Managing Director, Ms. Kristalina Georgieva, stated this at the ongoing 2025 annual meetings of the IMF and World Bank in Washington, D.C. She, however, promised a renewed focus on tracing such flows to plug fiscal leakages. Ms. Georgieva warned that the threats of illicit financial flows had become a major factor undermining economy and financial stability of nations across the globe. She listed illicit financial flows to include stolen public funds, proceeds from criminal activities, and untraceable digital transactions. States chairmen of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, have dissociated themselves from a institution to a forming national convention. The convention is scheduled to hold in November. PDP their commitments to the unity and progress of the party. The Iyesom Wike had expressed displeasure with the Omar Damago-led National Working Committee over issues surrounding the South-South zonal leadership, party structures in Cross River, Akwa Ibom, and Plateau States, as well as the micro-zoning arrangements for the convention. Mr. Wike's camp cautioned that the planned convention could be jeopardized if the party fails to review some of its recent decisions. The group has already approached the courts seeking to stop the convention. In the meantime, Bayelsa State Governor Diodiri has resigned from the People's Democratic Party, PDP. This was disclosed in a statement by his Chief Press Secretary, Mr. Daniel Alabaran. Mr. Alabaran said that the governor resigned from the PDP along with the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Abraham Ingobere. All the PDP members in the state legislature are also reported to have resigned from the party. Governor Diri's resignation from the PDP brings to an end months of speculation over his alleged move to the ruling All Progressives Congress APC. The statement from his Chief Press Secretary did not, however, state his new political party. A senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, Musbau Adetunbi, has raised concerns over the gale of defections in the ruling All Progressives Congress APC. He described the situation as an attempt at turning the country to a one-party state. The respected legal practitioner who featured on the BCOS TV Current Affairs Breakfast program M120 was speaking on the National Assembly's proposed reforms ahead of the next general elections. Our reporter, Fidora Afolagwe, monitors the program and compiled this report.
The National Assembly of Nigeria recently unveiled proposed electoral reforms ahead of the 2027 general elections, aimed at enhancing the country's electoral process. The reforms seek to address key issues including electoral timing, result transmission, and voter identification in a bid to strengthen Nigerians' democratic framework. Nigerians react with mixed views, some hopeful for improved credibility, while others express skepticism about the proposal's potential impact on the country's democratic framework and future elections. Discussing the topic, a senior advocate of Nigeria, Musibao Adetunbi, He expressed the view that having a president-elect and a sitting president simultaneously for about 6 months is unreasonable. He further emphasized that the issue does not lie with the timing of the election, whether in November or February, but rather with whether the electoral process would be credible, free and fair under the proposed changes.
The fundamental problem is not about the constitution, but about the operators of the constitution. Anytime you are going to conduct an election, are you ready to conduct a free and fair election? Are you ready to conduct a credible election? So something is wrong with March, and nothing is wrong with November. For the past how many years? You've always been having 4 years to prepare for an election. That's INEC. Now you want to reduce it from 4 years to about 3 years or 3 years, 2 months.
Mr. Adetumbi explained that the problem does not lie with the constitution itself, but rather with its implementation, stressing that the actions of leaders are hindering the rule of law. He added that if the National Assembly members acted with independence and integrity, the laws would be effective.
You see, it rests on when we have credible leadership. At times people will say we don't need good leaders, we need good institutions. Institutions are not going to run themselves. It is human beings that are going to run institutions. So what kind of human beings are we? What kind of human beings are we? Who are the people that are vying for this leadership position? Are they people that are ready to change things? Or are they people that are not ready? President Tinubu campaigned a lot, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do that. But at the end of the day, give yourself a clear assessment. You have a National Assembly that you don't even know their salary. You don't even know what they are earning. You hear of a consistent project. You don't even know the name. You don't know you have a senator. You don't even know what is earning for a consistent project. I do. I don't know. You don't know. So there's no that kind of enlightenment. So merely changing the law is just changing the forms. You're not changing the substance.
Mr. Adetumbi therefore urged citizens to recognize that their powers lies in their vote and to exercise it responsibly. Fedora Afolagwe, BCOS News.
We'll take a short commercial break. Please stay with us.
It cleans, it shines, long-lasting freshness. One liquid detergent removes top stains. Wow! Liquid detergent. Wow! No residue.
New Wow Liquid Detergent. Complete 5-in-1. All you need in a detergent.
When malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system.
Welcome to our new kingdom, guys!
Comel, an effective weapon against malaria. Attacking the parasite army directly to give you express relief and get you back on your feet effectively. Comel on. Malaria gone.
Imagine lovely meals you can cook with these ingredients. You spend heavily, but no guarantee of a tasty meal. Not making a right choice of seasoning cube can ruin your meal, money, and confidence. For a tasty meal, do not compromise. Choose Gold.
Use Terra Gold for the rich, consistent taste your loved ones crave for. Good for soups, stews, and jollof. Terra Gold. 1 cube, endless possibilities.
Natural sun-ripened yellow corn. Individually whole-flaked to preserve its natural goodness. That's what makes Nasco cornflakes truly whole-flaked. Enjoy the tasty, crunchy, and nutritious Nasco cornflakes.
Good, tasty food is worth living for. Worried about your oil every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Smart Balance. Smart Balance rice bran oil is rich in gamma-oryzanol. Several studies suggest that gamma-oryzanol may contribute to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balance oil. Good food, no worries.
to imagine a world with no boundaries. Just you and your dreams, running wild and free. Oh no, life can be easy. Smooth connection where they collect. No boundaries. Smooth connection where they correct.
It cleans, it shines, long-lasting freshness. One liquid detergent removes top stains. Wow! Liquid detergent. Wow! No residue.
New Wow Liquid Detergent. Complete 5-in-1. All you need in a detergent.
All bets on sports.
What is fair?
Huge winnings.
What is fair?
High odds.
What is fair?
Fast pay.
What is fair? What is fair?
Bookmaker Company.
You're welcome back. As Nigeria continues to navigate with the complexities of democratic governance, the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ Oyo State Council, organized a lecture with the theme Democracy and the Search for Quality Leadership in Nigeria. The lecture formed a part of activities marking the 2025 Press Week of the Council. BCOS reporter Damlola Daudu has details of the events, which brought together media professionals, academics, and policy makers at the NUJ Press Center, Iyagonku, Ibadan.
Delivering the keynote lecture titled Governance, Politicians and Society, Bridging the Gap Between Expectation and Delivery, Barrister Akeem Agbaje analyzed the persistent disconnect between citizens' expectation and the realities of governance in Nigeria. He stressed that leadership failure, weak institutions, and poor civic engagement have hindered national progress. Barrister Agbaje called for reforms that promote accountability, institutional strength, and participatory governance to rebuild public trust in the democratic system.
The media occupies a sacred space in democracy as the fourth estate of the realm. It has a duty to inform, educate, and hold leaders accountable. When the media becomes partisan or compromised, truth suffers and democracy weakens. The way forward, practical and realistic solutions. We need to strengthen institutions. They must be independent, transparent, and efficient.
The chairman of the event, Ambassador Yemi Farumbi, commended the NUJ Oyo Council for organizing the intellectual stimulating session, noting that democracy without quality leadership cannot deliver the true dividends to the people. He urged Nigerians to go beyond rhetoric by demanding ethical governance and supporting leaders with competence, courage, and conscience.
That we who are going to choose the leader must know that there are three things we must look for. Asking, what's his vision? Where is he taking us? We must know where we are going. We are tired of people who just wake up and hear there's something going on and say, let's do it. A nation grows according to a definite plan established by the leader, supported by the followers.
In his welcome address, the Oyo State NUJ chairman, Comrade Ademola Babalola, described the press week as a time for sober reflection and renewed commitment to the values of truth and integrity in journalism. He said the theme was carefully chosen to stimulate conversations on the urgent need for credible and visionary leadership across all tiers of government. Comrade Babalola emphasized that democracy thrives only when leaders are accountable and the media remains steadfast in its role as the voice of the people.
Over the years, we have worked together to ensure that journalism in the Oyo State is practiced with dignity, safety, and purpose. And we are able to facilitate capacity building workshops locally and nationally for our colleagues to make them to be abreast of the media development in our Nigerian landscape. one of the greatest achievements of our leadership is the peace amongst all members in Oyo State, and even peace within the NUJ complex.
In their goodwill messages, the Zonal Director FRCN Ibadan, Mr. Dominique Mokiko, and Honorable Egunjobi Bodekwola both applauded the Oyo NUJ for sustaining a tradition of intellectual dialogue. They emphasized the indispensable role of journalists in the national building, particularly in setting developmental agendas and holding leaders to account. The event featured presentation of awards to deserving dignitaries, including the guest lecturer, Barrister Akeem Agbaji. Damilola Daudu, BCOS News.
We'll take another commercial break. Please don't go away.
The world needs moms. With a splash of golden terra oil, a mom can transform a frown into a smile. Change no thanks into yes please. Resolve family feuds without blowing a whistle. Providing tasty family meals is all that matters. Where there are moms, there is love. Golden Terra Oil, pure love.
But why? No, see, say this big bull bag of rice no get the new big bull holographic seal. Not true.
Introducing the Big Bull Holographic Seal Tape, your favorite authentic Big Bull rice, 50 kg and 25 kg. Now with holographic seal tape. This is to ensure you get the premium product from Big Bull Rice. Do not buy if the holographic seal tape is not on the bag or is broken. Big Bull Rice. Tasty rice nourished you.
TerraCube, unwrap joy, unleash taste.
Natural sun-ripened yellow corn, individually whole-flaked to preserve its natural goodness. That's what makes Nasco cornflakes truly whole-flaked. Enjoy the tasty, crunchy, and nutritious Nasco cornflakes.
Thank you for staying tuned. The Oyo State government has ordered roadside traders and owners of steel container shops along Airport Road, Old Ife Road, and Onipepe areas of Ibadan to relocate. This order was contained in a statement by the Special Advisor to the State Governor on Media, Dr. Sulaiman Olariwaju. The government issued a 2-week deadline to the traders, which is expected to expire on Monday, the 27th of October. The statement noted that government would no longer tolerate trading on the roadside or placement of steel container shops on drainage systems, having built proper markets and other closed stores in various parts of the city. The state government urged all concerned to comply with the order, as failure to do so would lead to confiscation of goods and prosecution of offenders. The Oyo State government has prioritized maternal and child health by strengthening primary healthcare systems, expanding access to skilled birth attendants, and promoting digital health innovations. The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Oluwaserimi Ajetumobi, made this known during the Maternal and Newborn Mortality Reduction Innovation Initiative MAMI workshop held in Ibadan. Details are presented by Governor's Office correspondent Olaliko Sulaiman.
State Maternal and Newborn Mortality Reduction Innovation Initiative MAMI workshop was convergence of vision, expertise, and commitment to one of the most pressing challenges confronting the health sector in Nigeria. Declaring the event open, the Oyo State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Oluwaserimi Ajetumobi, explained that the program was designed to explore effective strategies for reducing maternal mortality to the barest minimum across the state. Dr. Jetumabi urged all stakeholders present to serve as ambassadors of the Maternal and Newborn Mortality Reduction Innovation Initiative, MAMI, and to ensure that its message and objective are effectively disseminated throughout the society.
What is causing maternal mortality? We go to our communities to find out. We visit some people to know, like a group discussion interview, to know what is going on, what are the things that we need to look into. Is it delay in taking decision? Is it delay at the hospital setting? Probably we get to the hospital and find out they need to have certain equipment and it's not readily available. Or maybe in our community, instead of women coming to come and register for antenatal care, they are busy doing some other things. So we want to know what are the things causing this delay and bringing on maternal mortality. Because we hope that by co-creating this event, everybody will come together and we are going to come out with a plan to be able to tackle the issue of maternal mortality and neonatal mortality in Oyo State.
Delivering sensitization lectures on MAMI, the Oyo State MAMI coordinator, Dr. Oluwatumise Adiagbo, and the national coordinator of sector-wide approach, SWA, Dr. Mutanga Sadiq Umar, who spoke through Omaru Yiyai, revealed that statistics indicate about 172 local government areas across Nigeria have high maternal and newborn mortality rates, with 4 of those located in Oyo State. They expressed optimism that the workshop will generate practical solutions to significantly reduce maternal and newborn death in the affected local government areas of Oyo State.
You can see all stakeholders across board have been mobilized and invited for us to sit down and have a plan on how we want to crash this burden. We will be going to the field, essentially, where these maternal deaths happen.
Everybody who's going to be part of this exercise, go to those communities, find out what truly the challenges are, and work with the stakeholders, the partners, the government officials, and everybody to co-create solutions to those problems.
Earlier in his opening address, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Dr. Akintunde Ayinde, stated that the state focus will center on implementing community-driven solutions aimed at improving health literacy, promoting male involvement, and enhancing emergency transportation systems, among others. In their separate goodwill messages, the chairman of the Oyo State Hospital Management Board, Dr. Akin Fagbemi, the executive secretary of the Primary Health Care Board, Dr. Muideen Olatunji, the executive secretary of the Oyo State Health Insurance Agency, Dr. Shola Akande, and the Iyaloja of Ibadan, Chief Iswat Amerigo, reaffirmed their commitment to supporting efforts that will strengthen sustainable healthcare delivery across the state. The event was attended by notable personalities, including the Balogun of Ibadan, Obatajuddin Ajibola, as well as religious leaders. Olalekan Sulaiman, BCOS News.
The Oyo State government, through the State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency, in collaboration with the UNICEF Lagos Field Office on Wednesday in Ibadan, hosted 2025 Global Hand Washing Day celebrations themed Be a Hand Washing Hero. The event basically focused on personal hygiene. Frances Aino was there.
Of global solidarity to mark the 2025 Global Hand Washing Day, the Oyo State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency, Oyo RUWASA, reiterated the importance of hygiene as a vital aspect of human life. They highlighted the significance of regular hand washing with soap and proper toilet usage in maintaining good hygiene practices. The event showed a spotlight on the pivotal role hand hygiene plays in saving lives and promoting public health, emphasizing a drop of water as a sea of difference. During his welcome address, Oyo RUWASA's General Manager, Mr. Adeniyi Adedunton, emphasized the importance of hand washing, highlighting that raising awareness is crucial in promoting this essential practice.
In Oyo State, courtesy of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of the state, in collaboration with UNICEF through Oyo RUWASA, we are celebrating the global hand washing today. The theme of today's hand washing day is to become be an hero of the global hand washing day. It is very, very important that we should understand the importance of hand washing to us as human beings because it saves lives. A lot of diseases like diarrhea, cholera, and others have been eliminated.
In his keynote address, the chairman of Oyo Ruwasa, Alhaji Babalola Afobaje, stated the importance of adopting hand washing as a habitual practice after every activity to maintain good health and prevent the spread of germs.
Some villages like Temidire, Atakan also, we visit those places to educate them on the importance of protecting those materials, those bowls given to them. We invited the community leaders, the primary school teachers, those working at the health centers, and told them categorically that these things is their property.
Also in their respective goodwill messages, the Vice Chairman for Environment on behalf of Oyo State House of Assembly, Honorable Ogunshola Anthony, traditional rulers, heads of market men and women, and other non-governmental organizations stressed the importance of adopting hand washing as a national culture, noting that each time individuals wash their hands, they contribute significantly to public health. They urge everyone to become ambassadors for hand hygiene, promoting it as a collective effort starting from homes, given its effectiveness and cost efficiency in maintaining good health.
To give children healthy, it is critical to wash our hands and also to prevent diseases. Hand washing strengthens our ability to prevent diseases.
Is to wash your hands with water and soap, particularly under running water, so that all the germs on the hands will be removed.
The event featured general discussion on the theme and demonstration of hand-washing techniques, which serves as a call to action, inspiring individuals and communities to prioritize hand-washing with soap and water as a simple yet powerful habit. They urge governments, organizations, and individuals to work together to ensure that clean water, sanitation, and hand-washing facilities are accessible to all. Frances Aino, BCOS News.
Another short commercial break. I'll be back.
What food do you need?
Ẹ̀yin tèmi, oúnjẹ ti délẹ̀ o.
Breaking news. The home is under attack by stains, disease-causing germs, and so much more. An all-out war. But not for long, because Hypo is here. Dirty floors and surfaces.
Not on our watch.
Protect every day with Hypo.
Dirty and stains, no be do shakara. We got the remedy, original palasa. Hypo, go hypo. Protect your home every day with Hypo. Cleaning every surface, sanitizing home. Shine every corner, enter every corner. Your sitting room, kitchen, even the toilets. For cleaning, Hypo now. No lose guard, protect your home with Hypo now.
And just like that, the day is saved. Germs always find a way back.
No greed. Protect every day with Hypo.
In today's fast-paced world, staying ahead demands peak performance from our bodies.
Like never before, our bodies need an optimum supply of essential nutrients, and Supermalt supports our daily nutritional needs. Supermalt has 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and natural extracts for overall health and wellness. One Supermalt a day gives you energy and vitality, improves your mental performance, and supports your immunity.
Feel free to imagine a world with no boundaries. Just you and your dreams, running wild and free. Oh no, life can be easy. Smooth connection with the correct. Smooth connection with the correct.
You're welcome back. 700 pupils of St. David's Primary Schools 1, 2, and 3, Kudeti Ibadan, received free school uniforms courtesy of the Rufi Edwards Empowerment Initiative. The school uniforms were handed over to the pupils at a ceremony witnessed by government representatives, education sector stakeholders, and community leaders. Our reporter, Olamide Owulabi, covered the event held within the school premises.
As part of its continuous efforts to support the government, put smiles on the face of pupils and boost their morale within the learning environment, the Rufi Edwards Empowerment Initiative distributed school uniforms to pupils of St. David's Primary School 1, 2, and 3, Kudeti. Speaking at the event, the convener of the initiative, Princess Adedolapo Oni, explained that Rufi Edwards Empowerment Initiative is a non-governmental organization established 5 years ago in honor of our late parents and is dedicated to touching lives and spreading hope. She stressed further that the organization's major focus is on its food bank project, adding that the school uniform distribution exercise was inspired by observation that some pupils attended classes in torn uniforms.
We run a food bank. I've been doing it for years. The charity is in my parents' name, and it's something I've been doing on my own for years. But then now we have so many donors on board that are supporting the project. We go from school to school to give food. It's a food bank, so we give out raw food periodically. One of our visits to this school, we saw that some of the students were in very terrible uniforms. The uniforms were torn and really terrible. So I think that day we replaced about 20 uniforms on the spot. And then we decided to raise money to do for the whole school, which is why we're here today.
In their separate remarks, the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Inclusion, Mrs. Tony Balogun, represented by Mrs. Bola Dada, and the Special Advisor to Governor on Federal Constituency Matters, Dare Adeleke, commended the gesture, described it as a service to humanity.
And I usually tell people anywhere I go that having an empowerment program, it's a service to God and to humanity. If you are not passionate about it, you can't get it. And that's one of our trust in the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Inclusion. I want to appreciate you, ma'am, for the initiative of the Project Nourish thing. It's a good initiative. I commend your initiative.
Because we haven't seen so much of such strikes of people trying to put up something for the government. And we are using this opportunity to speak to the whole country, to your state as well. That don't wait for what government is going to do for you. Don't wait for that. You should strive to make sure that things are happening. And this is exactly the foundation is doing.
The head of schools, St. David's Primary Schools, Kudeti, Comrade Oluseyin Olaniyan, who expressed appreciation to the convener, emphasized that it will improve pupils' attendance.
This is not their first time in my school, and they are really trying. They really support us, support our learners on so many aspects. They have been here more than 2 or 3 times.
The highlights of the event, which also had representatives from Ibadan Southeast Local Government, SUBEB, and the Nigerian Union of Teachers, NUT, in attendance, was the presentation of uniforms to the beneficiaries. Olamide Wolabi, BCOS News.
Activities marking the 36th anniversary of Victory International Church, Rehoboth Cathedral, commenced on Wednesday with a press conference in Ibadan. The anniversary celebration with the theme, The Glory of the Latter House, will feature a series of events highlighting God's faithfulness over the years. Faith Adekunle has more.
To herald the 36th anniversary celebration of Victory International Church, Rehoboth Cathedral, Ibadan, a press conference was held to outline the activities lined up and reflect on the church's journey of faith and impact over the years. Founded by Bishop Taiwo Adelakun, Victory International Church has continued to demonstrate unwavering commitment to spiritual growth, education, and community development. Speaking at the press conference, Bishop Adelakun expressed gratitude to God for the church's progress and emphasized that education remains one of its greatest investments in building the next generation.
Jesus said, if thou canst believe, thou wilt see the glory of God. This is the reason why we are calling people online and real time, on site. Join us tomorrow and the other 3 days. Let us give God fearful praise as He has requested. And He has said that He will do fearful things when we give Him fearful praise. The theme is the glory of the latter house. Yes, of the latter house. God said to me, if you have seen anything before, it's a child's play to what I'm about to do. The glory of the latter house shall exceed that of the former. It's a new phase. It's a new chapter that I'm opening with you. That is why we're going to help us tell everyone. Those who are far from here, they can join us online, all our social media platforms, and those people that are within the Ibadan here.
He also commended the leadership of the Oyo State government, describing the present government as a blessing to the state, and expressed hope that the administration would continue to move the state forward, urging the government to invest more in education.
We have 27 out of 36 states represented in the university. That means people from those states, and we are trusting God that one day we'll cover the 36. So that we have a seat in every state. We have a seat in every state. At the end of the day, we will be producing those who will take over from us after we are gone.
Bishop Adelakun also mourned the passing of a renowned evangelist, Reverend Umar Okpai, describing him as one of God's generals whose ministry ignited revival across Nigeria and Africa, while also paying tribute to the late cleric for his unwavering faith, evangelistic zeal, and lasting impact on the Christian community. The anniversary celebration is to span from October 16th to 19th, featuring sessions of praise worship and appreciation, while free buses will be available for attendees throughout the program, and activities will also be streamed live. The celebration will take place at both the Wonder City and Rehoboth Cathedral venues, as the church invites members and the public to join in thanking God for 36 years of His faithfulness. Faith Adekunle, BCOS News.
Over now to our sports desk.
Good evening and welcome to the Sports Corner. My name is Bukola Owolabi. Akinloye. The Super Eagles will play Gabon in the semi-final of the African playoffs as they seek to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. Nigeria qualified thanks to a 4-0 win over Benin Republic. Victor Osimhen scored the first 3 goals before Frank Onyeka volleyed in the decisive fourth. The fourth goal meant Nigeria beat Burkina Faso to the fourth and last playoff spot. Nigeria will play Gabon on November 13, and if they win that game, Eric Charles' men will then take on the winner between Cameroon and Congo DR for the continental ticket. Meanwhile, the 4 African countries that have proceeded to the 2026 World Cup playoffs have been confirmed. They are Gabon, Cameroon, Nigeria, and Congo DR. The playoffs are scheduled to take place in Morocco from November 13 to 16. Tottenham Hotspur have announced that Fabio Paratici will return to his role of sporting director 2.5 years after he was banned by FIFA. Paratici will hold the position of joint sporting director with Joan Lang and oversee sportsmen's football strategy, including performance development, scouting, and recruitment. He resigned from the role in April 2023 after his appeal against a 30-month FIFA ban for financial irregularities was rejected by Italy's highest sports court. The Italian was banned after Juventus, where he was sporting director and managing director before joining Tottenham in 2021, were found guilty of false accounting and deducted 10 points. And with that, we come to the end of stories from the world of sports. Good evening.
Now to foreign scene. A nearly 18-month-long siege on Al-Shafa, the capital of Sudan's North Darfur region, has plunged the city into deep humanitarian crisis with mounting reports of death caused by malnutrition and disease. Foreign Desk Editor Folashade Akintola compiled details. A report is presented by Bimbo Akobi.
Remains the Sudanese army's last stronghold in western Darfur has been encircled by the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, whose prolonged battle for control has trapped hundreds of thousands of civilians between the warring sides. According to humanitarian agencies, thousands have been killed since fighting intensified around Al-Fashar. Those who survived now face starvation as food, medical supplies, and aid convoys remain cut off due to the ongoing siege. The United Nations has repeatedly warned of a looming famine, saying about 130,000 children are among those trapped inside the city. The RSF's blockade has left residents struggling to find food and clean water, while hospitals have reportedly run out of essential medicines. At least one person was killed when a pickup truck exploded outside a shopping mall in Ecuador's largest city, Guayaquil. Ecuador's Interior Minister John Reinberg said police had found explosive devices inside the remains of the truck. Police also carried out a controlled blast after finding a second car containing explosives parked nearby, according to Reinberg. The minister blamed criminal gangs for the deadly attack. The explosive-laden truck had been parked outside the city's main shopping center, Mal del Sol, in the north of the posh city. Several luxury hotels are located nearby. Witnesses described seeing the vehicle go up in flames before it exploded minutes later, sending pieces of metal flying through the vicinity. Bimbo Akombi, BCOS News.
To end the news tonight, here again are the main points. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has decried illicit financial flows out of Nigeria, noting that this was contributing to worsening revenue challenges. The Oyo State government has prioritized maternal and child health by strengthening primary healthcare systems, expanding access to skilled birth attendants, and promoting digital health innovations. A nearly 18-month-long siege on Al-Shafa, the capital of Sudan's North Darfur region, has plunged the city into deep humanitarian crisis with mounting reports of death caused by malnutrition and disease. Late night outing is conducive to criminality. Do not keep late nights.